Welcome back. Today is all about the booty. I'm going to show you how to do the hip thrust correctly and safe with Alex. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that like button for turn on notifications so you can see all the uploads. Let's go. So our first exercise is the actual hip thrust on a hip thrust machine. Not everybody has a hip thrust machine, but at this moment we assume you have a hip thrust machine or something that looks like that. We're going to start with putting the weight safely on your hips. Please make sure to have a pillow or something soft you can put on the barbell, because if you go heavy on the weight, you have no pillow, you feel the pressure of the iron on your hips and the bone that feels very unpleasant and uncomfortable. It might even distract you for the movement. So we're going to roll the weight in towards your hips. Place it right on the hips. The first thing you do, you will position your feet on the plate, not too wide, hip width maybe slightly wider, and going to put your shoulders safely on the bench. And from there on, you're going to lift the weight up using your hips. Now, have a good look of her face. She's looking forward constantly. She's not moving the head, she just keeps looking forward. In fact, you can have a reference line to the front slightly up. She's not moving her hips up, she's pushing the plate down. That is the number one safety rule. Don't move your body up, push the legs down like a leg press. Now there's the angle above 90 degrees. If you go too close to the back, that is harmful for your knees. Don't do that. Also, it's all about being braced the entire time. If I touch your belly, it's hard. This is called intra-abdominal pressure. It makes sense if you think about it. Intra-abdominal pressure. You need to keep yourself braced to avoid aggravating the back muscles too much. That is why I don't want you to arch. So take a moment break and then catch your breath. We'll do this one more time. Now have a look about the entire motion from head to toe. Go for it. Braced abs, forward look, pushing the plate down. You can even see the toes are going up slightly. That means that she's putting the pressure on the heels for extra strong muscles. Constant breathing. There's no about inhale in, exhale up. No, it's just keep breathing. You want to have pressure but no compression, because you want to keep the body braced. As you go down, just put it down safely. So the second exercise is the same routine on the hip thrust machine using only an elastic band. Now I have the orange one here, which is a thinner version than the red one, which is a bit tighter. The good thing with that is, as you pull it out, the tension increases, so we get what is called concentric tension, an increase in concentric tension. Same rule applies here. You're going to put your feet in flat on the surface, above 90 degrees, keep looking forward, intra-abdominal pressure by keeping it braced, or breathing in and holding it, and keep breathing in and out. And of course, a rotation with the hips, we call that pelvic tilt, so no arching. And keep looking forward. As you go up and down, you just keep it arching with the front. Now, what you can do is, because we said we want to have more concentric tension, you can go up and hold it for 1, 2, and then go down. Go up for 1, 2, and go down. Compared with the barbell, the pressure will not increase as you go up. With the band, it will increase even more. So with that, you get a nice burning sensation in your glutes. Again, don't forget to breathe constantly. Have the pressure here. Rotate your hips, we call pelvic tilt, so you have not too much arch, and keep pushing the plate down as you do it. Work on the stability on the knees. Sometimes you will see people going up and down and the knees start to shake and wobble. Be careful with that. Have a look that this is not wobbling. If I'm going to put my weight down, nothing's happening, which means it's safe and stable. So the third exercise is a hip thrust, but in this case, let's imagine you do not have a hip thrust machine. In fact, 8 out of 10 gyms don't even have a hip thrust machine, let alone don't know how to do hip thrust correctly. So you can use a fitness bench as over here. Everything applies the same rule applies here. Put your feet nice and safe, hip width, make sure above 90 degrees, otherwise you're going to hurt your knees, and put your shoulders safely on the bench and roll the weight in and push it up. Again, same rule applies. Keep looking forward, pressure in the hips, make sure you don't have to arch too much, and keep pushing the plate down, in this case the ground, as you go up and down. Couple of reps. Also, you can here to choose to do what is called isometric tension, so go up and hold it for 2 seconds, 1, 2, and go down. Again, go up, 1, 2, and go down. So this is a replacement of a hip thrust if you don't have the machine. All right, so for the fourth and fifth exercise, I'm going to show you how to do the hip thrust and work on the hamstring at the same time using only the ground, a core slider, and a band. So you may go down, Alex. First, just put this on. I want this to put on right above the kneecap, close to the thighs. Very good. This is right below. Sometimes you can, based on the movement, below the kneecap is annoying because it will constantly move, or above the kneecap. In this case, this is okay to do below the kneecap. So let's assume you have no fitness band, or let's say you're just starting to do the hip thrust at home. This is a simple way to do it, simple and safe. Try not to use your hands, because if you use your hands, you're going to push the ground up. This is just cheating. Just relax the hands. Slight forward look, so as you keep looking forward, abs in, tension, and just again, push the ground down, up and down. And of course, because on the ground is very light, there's no added weight. Go up, hold it for a couple of seconds while pushing the ground down. And of course, you can use the band to pull your legs out. If you pull the knees out, you're going to feel the pressure and the side of the glutes. Going to get a nice tension in the glutes while you push up. So go up, 1, 2, open up and go down. Slight forward look, so you get this rounding of the spine, so you have no arching. Constant pressure, intra-abdominal pressure, which is important, and you keep pushing down with the ground, mostly on the heels. If you look closely, my finger fits very easily on the toes, which means she's using her heels constantly. Thank you, Alex. So the fifth exercise, this one is a very interesting one. We're going to use the core sliders. Of course, you can choose to do the core sliders and the mini band to work on the glutes and the hamstrings, but actually right now I want to focus on the hamstring itself. Now, for the core sliders, you need to have a perfect suitable surface, right? This surface works very well when the core slider, so it will slide. If you have a wooden floor, laminated floor, just go on the towel or on your socks. That is sufficient. If you're wearing a rug, then you just need to use your probably feet. So these things will not work. Actually, the core sliders will work perfectly on rug. So you're gonna put your your heels on the core slider. You might want to go more to the front because otherwise you're gonna touch the mat. Here's the challenging part. This simple exercise, which is simple, is extremely heavy for your hamstrings. So you can adjust accordingly if it's too heavy for you. Extend the legs for me. So what you want to do is, as you're about to extend your legs, you will do the hip thrust first. So you're gonna do the hip thrust first and then pull your legs in. Hip thrust and pull the legs in. By doing that, you're gonna feel a huge amount of pressure on the hamstrings. If you've never done this kind of exercise before, you will feel a very burning sensation, almost like cramping. That's because you just feel the hamstrings being fully pulled in a way you never did before, especially if you keep the hips up. If you find this too heavy for you, too difficult or too much distracting for the form or technique, just keep the hips lower and then do the same exercise. Try to keep it above the ground though, so you can feel the pressure. Because it's lighter, you can probably do a lot of repetitions compared with the hips high. And since you're wearing the mini band, you can try to keep the knees out constantly to get the extra pressure on the side of the glutes, get a nice, well-defined, but also very useful, functional glutes. So let's do the same. On your heels, toes up, keep the band up as wide as much as you can, and you go the most difficult firm, hips high, knees out. And you can feel a lot of pressure here on the hamstrings and the glutes, abdominal pressure. If it's getting too heavy for you, you can also get a little bit of assistance by using your hands. You're going to push the ground down with your hands, so you have a little bit of assistance of the hands, so they won't feel that much pressure on the hamstrings. Try them all and comment below what you think of the exercise and how you can reduce the weight or increase the weight, and I will help you with that. Good luck.